Alrighty, and we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Bang the Booth Podcast. Just gonna get everything set when we'll be ready to go. Hope everyone's day's going well, week's going on well. Not that tab. Stuff to talk about this week. All right, now we're set up. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Bang the Booth Podcast. Thank you all so much for the support at this point. I very much appreciate it. Last week I did not do an episode because there wasn't really much to talk about, and we've just been doing the games, which not to say that they're boring, but it's more I felt like it wasn't necessary to do that podcast when it didn't really have much to talk about. Baseball is still in the off season. Spring training's about to kick off. Football was on its off week, except for the Pro Bowl, which I don't really care about the Pro Bowl. And I just felt like it wasn't necessary for me to put out content in a week where it wasn't really like stuff to talk about. So that's why there was no episode last week. But of course, we have the Super Bowl and NFL honor, so I am doing an episode this week. In terms of future, I am figuring things out between now and baseball season. I am hoping to bring back Sean Spradling, hopefully to preview the WBC. If you were not here in 2023, the last World Baseball Classic, I had him on to help me preview the World Baseball Classic, and it's possible I might be able to get him back on again. I have touched base with him. Said he has a busy schedule, but might be able to work something out. So, and I know that from the people I did hear back from that episode that everyone liked him. So if I could get him back on, I will definitely looking to have him back on, but it's just a matter of his schedule and stuff. So we'll see what happens. And at big news, I just came back from Cleveland as I was there for Monday Night Raw last night. But big news, I'm going to be at the World Baseball Classic this year, not the full tournament. I'm going to be in Miami and Houston. I'm going more the plan outlook. I'm still working out booking stuff, but the outlook would be that I'd be in Miami March 8th for at least the Israel-Nicaragua game. Maybe I go for the Dominican Netherlands game. Just depends on what time I get into Miami. And then Monday would be travel day from Miami to Houston. If I want to, I could get US-Italy that night. And there's also technically an earlier game that day. But not it's like Brazil and Great Britain. So I'm like, do I really want to go see Brazil and Great Britain? I'm like, no, not necessarily. But either way, Tuesday anyways, there's US-Italy. So I'll definitely be in a game in Houston no matter what. And then Wednesday would be travel day back home. That week, I don't know if I'm going to do the podcast or not, given I'll be coming back from WBC. But I do hope I might honestly consider doing a vlog since not that many people go to the World Baseball Classic that are content creators. So I might do a vlog at least, put that out for it. I think that would be a fun vlog of like different baseball experience that not a lot of people get to experience in person. I mean, it's only been around since 2006 and been every 3-4 years. So we'll see what happens. So that's coming up in March. And then baseball starts the end of March. Though it all starts around Passover, so that's going to be interesting with podcasts and stuff. Any other things of note? Baseball star. Do we see? No, that's pretty much it for now. And I'll update things as it goes along. I did put an update on TikTok. I didn't put an update on YouTube from last week. But either way, let's move on and focus. Today's Immaculate Grid. Mets, Twins, only one team. Cardinals, Mariners, and 200-plus wins career. Mets, Cardinals, Jason Isringhausen fits here. Jason Marquine does not fit. Who else can I go for Mets, Cardinals? Oh, Beltran fits, but I feel like he's probably going to be a higher end answer because, well, then again, not necessarily the most notable Cardinal. Unless you're a Cardinals fan, then you probably would know. I'm not gonna risk it because it'd probably be so behind. Excuse me. Mets and Cardinals. Um, I don't know if I want to risk it because I'm not 100% sure they played for both. The Mets, Cardinals. Um, Carlton, I don't think played for both. Am I crazy, or did Jim Cott play for St. Louis? No, I'm not crazy. 6%. I will take that. Mets, Cardinals. It like just randomly came to my mind. He'd probably be much higher for 200 plus twins. So he had 200 plus career wins. I imagine he probably did. Mets, Cardinals. Is there anyone with 2012 Cardinals? 2011, not 12. Matt Holliday, no. Schumacher, no. Lance Berkman, no. Pujols, no. Furcal, no. Who was the shorts? Who's the moving on second base and shortstop? Third base, Freeze, no. Yachty, no. Carpenter, no. Lance Lynn, no. Jaime Garcia, I don't believe so. Kyle Loesch, I don't believe so. Who else? 2012 wise. Zimchinski played for a whole bunch of teams. I'm not sure if he played for Mets. Budget. Okay, now. Arthur Rhodes. No, I don't think. Jackson played for the Mets. Met and a Cardinal. Seaver, no. I mean, like, I could just go Beltron, but I feel like that's going to be on the higher ends. Tavio Dotel? Yes, 1%. I'll take that. Mets, Mariners. Okay, can finally move off. Robinson Cano fits. Edwin Diaz fits. I don't think Kelenic ever played in the MLB for the Mets. Mike Cameron ever met? 5%. I'll take that. Mariners, Twins. How can I go through Mariners, Twins? Oh, recent answer. Ty France, 4%. Only one team, Cardinals. I go Bob Gibson. Usual fits. Lou Brock does not. Rogers does not. Does he know? I think So Taguchi was more than just Cardinals. I'll save it for I'll come back to Cardinals only team. Mariners. Dylan Moore. Really? Huh. I'm not thinking he played for any other team. Oops. Mariners. Only one team Mariner. Only one team Mariner. Like trying to think of crazy name. Felix, Kyle Steger would both fit. 4.4%. That was a good pull. 200 plus career wins and pitched with only one team. I think Mordecai Brown might fit that. He does not. Okay. Still gonna keep guessing. Okay, I'm gonna guess So Taguchi because I don't think he played for any other team. Okay, apparently he did. No, I think he did play for. Oh, never mind. 0.2%. I'll take that. 06 Cardinal. Only one team 200 plus career wins. Kershaw would fit. There's definitely some people that would fit. Seaver would fit. Bob Gibson would fit. Well, Seaver doesn't fit, actually. Take that back. Felix would fit this. Or I guess he doesn't. Unless he didn't get to 200. Only one team 200 plus career wins pitching. Who am I not thinking of? That would be like. Oh. Really? He didn't get to 200? He only pitched for the Dodgers. I don't know. What about you? 5%, I will take that. Okay, Mets 200 plus career wins pitching. Pedro, I imagine, probably will be on the lower end. That's a lot higher than I would thought, 8%. And Twins 200 plus career wins pitching. Lance Lynn have enough? He played for a while. Nope. He was a Twin though. J Happ? No. Liriano? He played for a while. Nope. 200 plus career wins with played for the Twins. Lester, no, that was Nationals. And then Cardinals. 200 plus career wins and Twins. I'm not sure if Yohan even would be enough. Let me chat. 200 plus career wins pitching Twins. Would Radke have had enough? No. Loesch? He pitched for a while. No. Man, this is not easy. Blah. Twin 200 plus career wins pitching. No, I doubt it was more Rolly Brilliant anyway. Hughes, I doubt it. Oh, he might have had enough. No? Really? No, I doubt he's pitched enough. Yeah, I'm desperate to find any sort of. Yeah, no. I need a twin 200 plus career wins. Good. No. Why can't I think of a twin? Oh. Please tell me this dude has and I can just end it here. Thank you. Not expecting to be that high, 36% top answer. Well, anyways, my total rarity score 416. Not a great day for me in Immaculate grade. Total top rarity scores for each category: Mets, Cardinals 20%, Keith Hernandez. Met Cardinals, Twins at 24%, Sonny Gray. Cardinals only team at 23%, Dan Musial. Mariners, Mets at 29% Robinson Cano. Mariners, Twins at 34% Elson Cruz. Mariner only one team at 22% is Julio Rodriguez. 200 plus career wins pitching with the Mets. 35% is Tom Seaver. 200 plus career wins pitching at 36% with the Twins is for Blyleven, and then 37% for 200 plus career wins pitching, and only one team is Clayton Kershaw. Now, daily walk off. I'm not gonna do just yet because I could end up doing a whole bunch of teams. So we're going to actually jump to NFL honors in the Super Bowl. I do have a note from, oddly enough, from NFL honors. And a few notes before we get to Super Bowl. So, NFL honors. I have the list of the winners from this year. Honestly, NFL honors, the rewards is like so confusing because like they have the show and then they have these like random alt versions of these awards that like can throw you off, that you see that they win blank, but it's not really the award. It is confusing. Well, either way, let's go over the winners in the Hall of Fame class. So, MVP winner Matthew Stafford makes sense. I mean, you can make Drake May just was like, I don't think you really see Drake May with how much of a weak schedule he has. But with him, he is the oldest first-time MVP, he is the third oldest first-time MVP between the four major sports in the four major sports history. Age at end of regular season, he is at 37, 331 days old, behind Willie Stargell 1979 for baseball of the Pirates, 39 years, 208 days old, and Dennis Eckersley, also of baseball, 1992 with the A's, 38 years and 1 day old. The Offensive Player of the Year went to Jackson Smith-Njigba. No controversy there. Defensive Player of the Year went to Myles Garrett. No controversy there. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Tate McMillan. I mean, you can make a case for the Saints QB, but I don't think that was a bad pick per se. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Carson Schwarzenegger of the Browns. Protector of the Year went to Joe Thuney of the Bears. Comeback Player of the Year went to Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers, only fully healthy player all season. Coach and Assistant Coach of the Year both went to Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels of the New England Patriots. Ultra Pain Man of the Year went to Bobby Wagner of the Commanders. Salute to Service Award went to Christian McCaffrey. Deacon Jones Award, and these are more smaller things. And then the Hall of Fame class is Drew Brees, Roger Craig, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and Adam Vinatieri, with no Bill Belichick, and no Robert Kraft being first ballot Hall of Famers, which is pretty shocking. and that's NFL honors. And then Super Bowl, well, it was a complete utter blowout, 29-13 Seahawks. It was pretty much Seattle all game long. And New England had a rough time trying to do much of anything. Notes from before the game and after the game. Patriots had won 17 or more games during the season and playoffs in a single season for the fifth time. That includes this year, or have won. All other NFL teams combined this century, they have had 4 such seasons, or Patriots have had 5. The Patriots have scored at least 10 points in each of their last 46 playoff games, make it 47, while the Seahawks have done so in all 38, now 39 of their postseason games. Those are the 2 longest streaks of 10-point playoff games in NFL history. Last 6 Super Bowls have each seen at least 40 combined points. That is the longest streak since an 8-season run between 1991 Super Bowl X26 and 1998 Super Bowl 33. Let's see, did that continue? 9 plus 3 would be 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So that does continue another, make that 7 straight Super Bowls, including the playoffs. Sam Darnold has 30 wins since the start of last season, 14 with Minnesota and 16 with Seattle. Darnold's 30 wins are the most by any QB to play for multiple teams over a 2-year span in NFL history. That was before the Super Bowls. Now make that 31. Drake May is the 14th NFL QB to debut in the Super Bowl era and win each of his first 3 career playoff starts. He's the only one of those QBs to complete less than 60% of his passes in all 3 starts. And then from the game itself, Sam Darnold is the first QB in NFL history to lose his first career playoff game start by double digits, but then come back and win the Super Bowl the very next year. Prior to Sunday, no team had ever made 5+ field goals in the Super Bowl. No team had ever punted 7+ times in the Super Bowl, with every punt netting at least 40 yards. And no team had ever had 6+ sacks and a 40+ yard defensive touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks did all of that in one game in the Super Bowl. That's how dominant they pretty much dominated the Patriots. Since seeding began in 1975, a number 1 seed has won the Super Bowl 27 times. Only one of those number 1 seeds had to beat the 3 12-win teams during that playoff run, the 2025 Seahawks. And then the Seahawks are the first team in NFL history to win the Super Bowl while having 0 turnovers offensively the entire playoffs, which is truly an impressive stat nowadays. But congratulations to the Seahawks. Well deserved. And we'll see what happens. What is this? Sorry. I don't remember. I'll leave that for now. Okay. So that's something I'll look into later. And then let's do daily walk-off. So we'll Cubs, and I'll end up probably doing more teams as well. But the theme is around the horn. For the Cubs, well, it's the same categories for every team, just for team. Mainly played catcher, mainly played first base, mainly played second, mainly played third for the teams. Player options for the Cubs: Darwin, Barney, Ryan, LaHare, Luis Valbuena, Ryan Sandberg, Aramis Ramirez, Wellington Castillo, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, Mark Grudzielanek, Wilson Contreras, Giovanni Soto, Carlos Pena. Contreras, Soto, and Castillo are definitely going to be catcher. Rizzo, Pena, and I believe LaHare are going to be first. Second night would be Grud. Yeah, I think this is all correct. Yep, full walk-off. Well, that wasn't too hard. All right, let's keep it going. I'll just honestly go in order. I'm not trying to choose specific teams because, honestly, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of teams today. Arizona Diamondbacks, same categories, just For the Diamondbacks, Jake Lamb, Paul Goldschmidt, Chris Snyder, Jay Bell, Mark Reynolds, Mark Trumbo, Wellington Castillo, Ryan Roberts, Alan Moroch, Junior Spivey, Orlando Hudson, Miguel Montero. Snyder, Montero, and Castillo, I believe, are going to be catcher. Trumbo, Jay Bell, and Trumbo, Goldschmidt, and LaRoche first. Hudson, I think this honestly is going to be mostly correct. Maybe swap one or two. Nope, full walk-off home run. How about that? I didn't even read full correct answer. So full correct answer for the Cubs. Played catcher for the Cubs. Wilson Contreras, Giovanni Soto, Wellington Castillo. Mainly played first. Ryan LaHare, Carlos Pena, Anthony Rizzo. Mainly played second. Mark Rizolanic, Darwin Barney, Ryan Sandberg. And mainly played third. Chris Bryant, Luis Valbuena, and Ramos Ramirez. And then for Diamondbacks, mainly played catcher, Miguel Montero, Wellington Castillo, Chris Snyder. Mainly played first. Mark Trumbo, Paul Goldschmidt, and Alan Moroch. Mainly played second, Jay Bell, Orlando Hudson, Junior Spivey. And mainly played third, Mark Reynolds, Ryan Roberts, and Jake Lamb. I'll do two more teams and probably might even try NFL Immaculate. I don't usually do it, but might do it for fun. Mainly played catcher. Well, same categories. Player options: Brent Gates, Kurt Suzuki, David Lopes, Sean Murphy, Matt Olson, Brett Lowry, Jed Lowry, Scott Sizemore, Ryan Noda, Ryan Healy, John Jason, Yonder Alonso. So Kent, Kurt, Sean, Jaso. I'm gonna say catcher. Yonder, Ryan, Matt. Honestly, let's see how this goes. Okay, so got full one correct. Swap this round. Now almost fully correct. Swap those two. And fully correct. And then with the walk-off double. So full correct answers for the A's. Mainly played catcher, John Jaso, Kurt Suzuki, Sean Murphy. Mainly played first, Yonder Alonso, Ryan Noda, Matt Olson. Mainly played second, Jed Lowry, Brent Gates, Davey Lopes. And mainly played third, Brett Lowry, Scott Sizemore, and Ryan Healy. And then for the Braves, that'll be the last daily walk-off I do. I might try to do Immaculate Grid football today. Mainly played catcher for... Oh, I already read the categories. But player options, Freddie Freeman, Troy Gloss, Ryan Flaherty, Kurt Suzuki, Mount Uribe, Rio Ruiz, Evan Gask, Glenn Hubbard, Omar Infante, William Contreras, Kelly Johnson, Matt Olson. Contreras, Gaddis, and Kurt would be catcher. First base would be Freeman, Matt Olson, and I believe Troy Gloss would have been first. Honestly, let's submit this and see where this gets me. Wow, we'll end up with a walk-off double. So that's full correct answers for the Braves. Full correct answers. Mainly played catcher, William Contreras, Evan Gass, Kurt Suzuki. Mainly played first, Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, Troy Gloss. Mainly played second, Kelly Johnson, Glenn Hubbard, Omar Infante. And mainly played third, Ryan Flaherty, Rio Ruiz, and Juan Uribe. That's going to be it for daily walk-off. I'm going to set off Immaculate Grid football. I don't usually do this, but why not? Throw it in for today. Ignore that. Okay, so Chiefs, Cowboys, Super Bowl champions. Seahawks, Saints, 10,000 yards plus passing. Chiefs and Seahawks. Chiefs and Seahawks. Oh, I just thought of someone for Seahawks Cowboys. Really? I thought you did. I don't know. I guess not. Super Bowl champ with the Seahawks. I'm going to go Malcolm Smith. Or Smith. Who's the... That was Malcolm Smith. Maybe Simon Smith. Malcolm. Is that who it is? Who am I thinking of the ones? Oh, maybe that's Floyd. I am blinking on it right now. Cancel. Who am I thinking of? The one Super Bowl 48 MVP. Yeah, Malcolm Smith. I guess just not in it. That is strange. Is oh, what's his name? Is Percy Harvin gonna be in here? Okay, I can use that 1%. Saints Super Bowl champion. Reggie Bush, I think was a part of that team. He was 6%. 10,000 plus yards passing, a Super Bowl champion. Ooh. I just thought of someone for Saints Chiefs. Oh my god, I'm blinking. Matthew. Wow. Honestly, I'm not even trying to shoot for a certain percentage. Saints Cowboys. Saints and Cowboys. Saints Cowboys. Marco Murray. Murray play for. No. Yes, I'm dreaming about that. Saints Cowboys. I'm going to come back to that. Super Bowl champion, 10,000 plus yards passing. Steve Young. Yes, 2%. That's surprisingly low. 10,000 plus yards passing for Cowboys. Honestly, I'm not shooting for percentage anyway. Roger Staubach, 9%. Chiefs. Orton, 0.4%. I will take that. Okay, now I'm down to the teams. I imagine this is definitely gonna be top for Saints. Other ones might not necessarily, but Saints Cowboys. Ooh. Why can't I think of someone that would be Saints and Cowboys? Like struggling with these teams. Honestly, I'm gonna give up on this. I don't usually, but I'm not coming up with anything. All right, well that's it. Gonna be it for this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're new to YouTube, leave a like and subscribe on the notification on this when I go live in a personal video. If you're new to audio, follow the podcast, leave a review, and notification bell to notify my post on there. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you next week's episode 206. Bye bye.